Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we're working on the brakes again on this car. We're going to change the brake fluid in this daily driver edition. A couple of weeks ago I was showing you the problem that I had with my parking brake light. That still is working fine 2 weeks later. So we're going to change the brake fluid now because we saw that it wasn't looking great last time. Right, so my plan is to put the car up on stands and take the wheels off just to give me easy access. I know the shoes at the back are good, but I will check the pads at the front at the same time and the discs to make sure they're all good sizes. I've just realised that if I want to put it on stands, I've only got 2 spare. I have 6 in total, and the 7 is currently taking up 4 of them. So I might have to take the 7 down and put it back up again later. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it up on stands, take all the wheels off, and then we will gravity bleed it from there, back left, because that is furthest from here, until we've seen this go down and clear out. Then we'll move to this one, or until we see it coming out clear over there. Then we'll move on to back right, front left, and front right. Before I do anything else, I'll just loosen up the nuts on each wheel. Next we're going to jack up the car, and to do that, first of all we're going to take the 7 off those jacks there, those stands. Next, all the wheels are coming off. So this is the back of the rear left, and I'm just going to make sure it's loose. I've put some WD-40 on there, and then I'm going to make sure I can turn it. And this is a 1/4 inch bit. I'm going to go get an extension. That's not going to help. Right, how am I going to do this? Right, well I think that's on. Yeah, that's loosened it up. Okay. So I'm just tightening that by hand again. What a palaver. Right, let's get something to let it flow into. So I've got that draining. And we're going to go and look at it from the other end to make sure it all comes out. Right, so this is the front left wheel, and I'm going to do the same process. I'm just going to use this to loosen it up. I've already put some WD-40 on there. Right, so let's go have a look at that coming out. Cool, why are you so stiff? I'm watching this drain, and it occurs to me that what I should have done, instead of flushing them up through the system, so you should have syringed this out first and then done the adding. Since I stuck the paper in to try to wipe it a bit and clean that, I made it a bit dirty again. That's what I'm going to do now. We'll now put in some clean, new stuff, and then we'll bleed them. Okay, so we're going to start with the rear left. I don't have a helper with me, so I'm going to try bleeding just with easy bleed kit, a single user bleed kit, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm using my brake and clutch bleeder, and in theory you can do this one person. You press the brake 3 times, etc. You can see I've got bubbles coming through there at the moment. You press the brake 3 times, and this, because it has fluid in it, will suck fluid back up rather than anything else. And where it's pressurized, that should work. I don't like using the single person easy bleeder, using the car pressure tyre, because I just worry about the pressure going through the system, to be honest, and so we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to top this up again. I'm going to press the brake 3 times. Oh, I'm going to fall out of the car. That's still okay over there. We're going to tighten it off up here. In the most ineffective way. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, well, something of a mess there. Sorry, guys. Okay, I managed to make a good old mess back there, but that brake seems good and firm still. So I'm going to drain. I'm going to use a bit of gravity feed on the rear right now to get any old stuff out, and then do the same thing. I've managed to make a mess on this back wheel as well, but we're just going to press the pedal 3 times now. It's been draining a bit, and I topped up the oil. There we go. And now we'll tighten it up again. Simon, switch you off. Right, I made a bit of a mess of this one. I didn't tighten it up properly, but my son's come back, helped me out, pressed the pedal whilst I was underneath. I could see I hadn't tightened it properly. It was leaking everywhere. Done it. Good hard brake pedal again. So we're going to go and do the front left now. But the front left, and that brake's still good. That's the brake fluid all done. Hopefully that looks cleaner than it did before. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Right, so the other thing I want to do whilst I'm out here is I'm just going to check that the pads at the front are still moving and the size of the discs and things like that. Before I do that, this is the old brake fluid. Now that's about 50% old, 50% new. Okay, because I flushed quite a few bits through and I would put clean within my brake, my single person bleeder kit, right? So you can see what that looks like there compared to the clean stuff. So it's quite a difference when you actually look at it side by side. So the way my dad taught me to check the pads are still loose is to see if you can squeeze them in, and then if that moves more easily, well, we should be able to, if we get some light on this, see a gap in there. Can we get some light? So very clearly you can see between here and here you've got movement and a gap, and I haven't done the other one properly yet, so let's have another go at that. Yeah, and that's there as well. You can so I'm not getting any movement on it, but I can see very clear light, so those are working okay. Let's look at the other side. So you can see the tightness there, and that's easier. Yeah, and that's easy still. You can hear the difference as well. So that all looks good. So, and the pad sizes all look good as well, if you have a look at that. Can we get you in there? So you can see that those are in decent shape still. So, we're done. Wheels are all back on and finger tight. So we'll get it down now and torque it up. And there we are, wheels are back on. It's all torqued and ready to go. So good, nice job.